armor. Yes. Alright, what's up guys, this is Zan here bringing you a Bloodborne PvP and PvE build video. This is my first commentary video actually, so I hope you guys enjoy. And to start things off, I'm just gonna, may as well show you my stats. I'm level 81, so this isn't a proper build, but I will be bringing a level 100 build video soon. And I have 32 vitality, it's alright, 1200 HP. As you can see, it gives you a decent amount of HP, so you can take a few hits before dying. Obviously you don't want to die, so you do need a fair bit of HP to not die. Now, up next is endurance, 32 endurance as well. I just have that balanced out because I like to, but really for this build you need a lot more, you probably need higher endurance than your vitality. Maybe at least up to 40 when I get to a higher level. Around level 100 you probably want this at least 50, and maybe vitality around 30 still. If you need it a bit higher you can increase it or balance it out, but balance them both out at around 40 vitality endurance, that is. And yeah, whatever suits you best, but this is a skill based build as you can see. So yeah, and then that's where I move on to strength. 9 strength. I don't even need strength. I don't really like strength. I usually do go for strength based builds in these kind of games like Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 and stuff like that, but yeah, I went for something new and turns out skill works out pretty well for me. So that's where I move on to skill with 33. Now this would be a bit high, but I wanted to increase my vitality endurance a bit more because I thought that would suit my build a little better. And yeah, skill really needs to be up a lot higher to help the weapons that you use, hopefully they're skill based, to scale, because not having skill based weapons is pointless if with a skill based build. And blood tinge, now this is only at plus 10. Well, what I meant to say is this is only at 10 because of really just depending on the weapons that you use. Like for example, the Rite Palash, I believe is how you say it. It requires an attribute requirement of plus 10. So yeah, why am I saying plus 10? Yeah, at 10. So yeah, and the arcane is at 15, so I can use the old hunter bone and the, come back here, empty phantasm shell. Now these two go very well with my build. Show you now. The art of quickening speeds up rolling and quick steps, which is obviously what is part of this build. The bone of an old hunter whose name is lost. Yeah, there's a description there. It is, yeah, so it's obviously for an agility based build, which is probably all builds in this game, because you don't have shields, so you can turtle up. Yeah, I'll just show you an example now. So activate that. See, obviously it does really quick. You make rolling or quick stepping if you're locked on really fast, and your stamina recovery speed, I'm quite sure, also increases. But yeah, so that's pretty nice. If you wanna confuse a enemy, more of a PvP enemy rather than PvE. You can confuse them pretty well, roll around them or quick step, however you fight, and just get like a, maybe even get a backstep off if you do it well enough, or whether your versing is really bad and crap. But just get a general attack off really. And then the empty phantasm shell is pretty nice, especially when you have a bit of arcane. I'm pretty sure it helps make the buff stronger on your weapon, depending on what you're using. Unless your weapon is imbued with a element already, like the Blade of Mercy for example, you cannot imbue it with a buff. But my threaded cane here does not have a element imbued with it already, so it gives it a pretty big buff. My weapon attack damage was originally at 280, now it's at 360, so that's an extra 80 damage, which is really nice. And yeah, so these tools are pretty nice. Now moving on to oh yeah, my origin, if you're curious to know. It is a professional, which is probably the best starting build, base build for a skill based build. Now moving on to my weapons, which is one of the major parts of this build, which really help it out and make it a skill-based build. You know, it's the threaded cane +8 and blade of mercy +7. Now I am trying to max these out, but I can't find any bloodstone chunks. I haven't actually finished the game yet. Probably when I finish the game, I might find some more, hopefully. But yeah, and for +8 and +7, they do hit pretty hard for skill-based weapons, especially when you put a buff on them. You know, 280 and 239. It may not sound like much compared to your strength-based weapons, but you know, you're gonna be landing off more attacks, a lot more attacks than a strength-based weapon. So yeah, it may not sound like much to you strength-based users out there, but it does do quite a lot. It is very effective. Now, I just for my gun, I just use the blunderbuss. First weapon I picked, well, gun I picked. So yeah, I find this to be the most effective weapon, as it is the one I picked first. Now, it is good for covering area rather than distance because it shoots like a shotgun. I think it's a shotgun, I'm not even sure if it is one. Looks like one, kind of. Anyway, and then I just have the torch. Now, I don't have the hunter torch because I don't see point in even grabbing it, because it's just a torch that deals more fire damage, and I don't even use a torch for attacking unless they're covered in oil or something and I just want to screw around with them, but whatever. Yeah, then it just brings us down to, oh yes, and my runes that I use, the Kara runes. I have a clockwise metamorphosis rune on my first slot, which gives me 5% extra health, which also helps if you don't have a lot of health. Using this rune will increase it by a decent amount. I think it's only like 50 health actually, which is like leveling up vitality once or twice if you were to, which is alright. It may not sound like much, but it is a decent amount. I'm sure it saved me a few times. And my second rune is the anti-clockwise metamorphosis rune, I believe, and that increases my stamina by 10%, which is a fairly large amount. Yeah, it is the anti-clockwise metamorphosis, which is, yeah, really nice. Then my third one is Lake. Now, I do like physical damage reduction as for the sake of PvP and PvE alike, because a lot of enemies do use physical weapons, which is, you know, pretty nice actually, because I don't have to worry about too much magical defense unless I'm up against a boss or something like that. And that leads on to, wait, one more. That is this is the rune that you get from Aline, that crow lady. That Aline, crow lady, whatever you want to call her. The hunter rune, and that is it speeds up recovery speed. Now I do have another rune there for the vile bloods that you get at Kanehouse Castle for completing that area. Corruption, I'm not even sure what it does actually. Can't heal near death +1, I don't know what that means actually. It will. So that leads on to my armor. Now you also, the big mask, you get this from Aline as well, and the crow feather gub, you also do get that. Now the reason why I don't wear the crow feather machetes and the trousers is because I need some defense, because this armor does not offer the best defense. Like, I am a skill based build, but you still need some defense to help out with that, with vitality. And yeah, so damage reduction is at for physical is 251, blunt is 259, thrust 226, blood 275. Arcane fire and bolt, as I mentioned before, I don't need them to be too high, but due to the reason that not many enemies, even in PvP, use elemental effects to. They don't use too many elements to damage you, which is hopefully what other people do as well. So which is why I use the empty phantasm shell, because they won't be expecting it, I guess, unless they are an arcane user. But not too many people are there. Actually, I've seen a lot of people use the Ludwig's greatsword, which is a strength-based weapon. But you can get it from the Bath Messenger for 20,000 souls. Ooh. Ooh. What is that? Oh yeah, as I was saying, it has an attribute coin of 10 strength, but it scales with skill more, so that's the only reason why I'd upgrade my strength if I needed it for a certain weapon, and I might actually get that. What is it? A foreign made weapon? Ooh, oh, that's a katana. Is that a katana? I don't even know what that is. It's pretty cool. I might. Yeah. Ew. Yes. Yes, very nice. Alright, I'm gonna get that. Yeah. Yeah, there's Logwood's Holy Blade though. It is a strength-based weapon, but I'm not gonna get it because obviously I'm not gonna use it. It's pointless. Where did that come from though? I didn't even know that was there. Anyway, there's the Ray to Palash. You can buy it as well. And ooh, this is I guess you get this for some. I think I gotta buy myself some. I'm gonna go shopping after this video. It's very nice. Geez, some exponential defense here. God damn. Some awesome defense, but too bad it'd suit a skill-based character more. It's probably... There is really no weight mechanics in this game. Like, there's no equipment burdens or armor weights that slow you down. There's not any that I know of in this game, but as for this build video, that pretty much wraps it up. So hopefully you enjoy the video, and I will bring some PvP content soon for this build to show it off and how good it is. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and yeah, just like and comment or subscribe or whatever you feel like doing, whatever. And yeah, hopefully you like my first commentary video. So I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.